morning, everyone. Welcome to Delta Entertainment. I am your host, Lincoln Kenobi. And before we get started, would like guys to please hit that like button and please subscribe to my channel. Would appreciate that very, very much. All right, let's get into this. So, with what's going on with Assassin's Creed Shadows with Ubisoft and working along with Tencent, it looks like things are starting to shift right now, and it's not looking good. Now, I did read that what RK Outpost and Drunk People were discussing in Ubisoft, that I think there's going to be some massive layoffs. So it looks like it's coming to be. So let's hear this. Ubisoft employees fear layoffs after Tencent deal and new subsidiary formation. So may not be looking good right now for Ubisoft. So let's see. Ubisoft employees are rattled over the potential for mass layoffs, and they have every reason to be. On Thursday, Ubisoft announced it is forming a new gaming subsidiary in partnership with Chinese tech giant Tencent. The new entity will house the company's most valuable franchises, including Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, and Rainbow Six, along with select development studios. While the press releases spins this as the start of a new bold chapter, internal reactions suggest that the only thing bold about this move is the level of uncertainty it has created for Ubisoft's remaining workforce. According to a report from Insider Gaming, multiple current Ubisoft employees expressed immediate concerns following the announcement. The fear is clear. If you're not working on one of the big three, your job could be next. We feel if we're not on the big three, said one anonymous employee. They can say these things in an email, but when it comes down to it, we feel like we know where priorities are. So the thing is this, bro. Ubisoft, I used to enjoy some of their games. I enjoyed the early Ghost Recon games. I enjoyed the Splinter Cell games, the Rainbow Six games. I used to enjoy those. They were the best, and I had so much fun. But now we are now at this stage, with what happened with Star Wars Outlaws and with Assassin's Creed Shadows, they are becoming a major disaster, even with the Division. And I thought the Division was going to defeat Activision's Call of Duty, but apparently that did not happen, bro. So things are not looking good right now with Ubisoft. So let's hear it. Let's see. It is a sentiment that's hard to argue with, given recent history. Ubisoft has already shuttered 4 studios and initiated targeted restructurings at 3 more subsidiaries. We previously covered one such closure in depth. Ubisoft London Mobile, a studio that worked on Star Wars Outlaws Mobile integration, was abruptly shut down earlier this year. At the time, sorry about that. At the time, it was brushed off as part of a broader strategic alignment. Now we're seeing that strategy take form, and it looks an awful lot like a slow motion consolidation. The deal with Tencent is set to finalize before the end of 2025, but the impact on morale is already being felt. Employees who aren't working directly on Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, or Rainbow Six have reportedly been left in the dark. One developer working on an announced project said, "I want to think our team is okay right now, but we don't know yet." I hate these things. I hate these ads. I'm sorry about that, guys. We don't. So you think they have at least some sort of clarity for us before publicly announcing the deal? In response to the growing unease, Ubisoft's Mary Sophie de Walbert sent out an internal email attempting to reassure staff. She wrote, "If you're not currently working on these brands, it doesn't mean your work matters any less. This agreement will benefit all of Ubisoft, giving us the means to spark more innovation and creativity across the board. but for many inside the company, words like that ring hollow. Employees have the right to be nervous about this. They have the right because they have messed up for so many years, for so many times they have messed up these games. I mean, you got Rainbow Six Siege, for example. Instead of trying to make a sequel out of this, they kept freaking updating the game. They took away most of the nighttime maps to make it daytime. They've created so many characters, and some of them were diverse characters. So I'm like, what are they doing? I unlocked it so many characters, by the way, when I played this game. I have unlocked it so many characters, but it just got so old. It got so boring. So I abandoned ship on that one. So I mean, I tell you, man, employees see where the company is placing its bets and where it isn't. And while corporate PR might call this a transformation, to those still working on smaller projects or support roles, it looks more like a corporate triage effort where only the most profitable limbs are being saved. That fear is compounded by the financial realities Ubisoft is trying to spin away. As we've previously reported, the company's Q3 FY25 earnings revealed a catastrophic 21.1 time debt to EBITDA ratio, a 51.8% year over year collapse in the net bookings, and a desperate plan to merely break even for the fiscal year. This isn't restructuring for growth, it's restructuring for survival. It's no wonder Ubisoft employees are bracing for the worst. In a company that's bleeding cash, closing studios, and now placing its all chips on just 3 franchises, anyone not directly attached to those properties has reasons to fear they'll be cut loose before the Tencent deal is finalized. We just want to know what's going on. One source told Insider Gaming they promised transparency and regular communication with us, but we'll see if that actually happens. At this point, Ubisoft's future looks like a coin toss between gradual asset stripping and a quiet acquisition. And while executives talk about transformation and creative empowerment, employees on the ground are left wondering if they'll still have jobs by the end of the year. I'll tell you right now, man, they have the right to be feared. They have the right to be afraid because right now, after the years of what Ubisoft has done to themselves, Bo, these employees they put themselves in, they got every right to be afraid that Tencent's going to go like this. They're going to probably, I believe they're going to be like Elon Musk, going into Twitter, going into the office, seeing everybody in Ubisoft Studios there. You're gone. You're finished. You're fired. Get out of here. That's what's going to probably happen, bro. And I feel sorry for these employees, but Ubisoft got what they deserve. They got what they deserve. That's what happens when you don't listen to the fans. That is what happens when you don't follow the source material. You're gonna fail miserably. So that's gonna be it for this article. So thank you all so much. So please share this video, post a comment below, let me know your thoughts. And as always, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for being part of the channel. And I will be seeing you all until next time. Bye, everyone.